So just putting that out there right now. Um, let me. I'm gonna go live right now. So let me just get there right now, real quick.
Okay, I'm kind of nervous.
YouTube. I didn't think it was gonna take
Isn't
this
that
long.
crazy? It says meeting is now streaming live on YouTube on my end.
It does, right? Oh shoot, what'd I do? Okay, cool. Yes. So thank you for joining us. So I want you to just gather your thoughts as I speak here. I want us to start at the beginning, and just so you know, on this platform, you can say whatever you want to say, however you want to say it. We do not judge. I do not judge here. So however you say it, it's all good. Um, but I want you to think about like and just tell us why music and how did you get started with music and like what's that story and that love relationship with you and music and how that came about.
Yeah. Well, I kind of always wanted to do music. I know it sounds kind of typical, but just as a little girl, I would be like in the home videos dancing and singing. And I think like a long time ago, I auditioned to try to be on Hannah Montana. So I was always trying to get into like the performance arts, and I'd be in school. And as much as like all the subjects were awesome, I loved just anything performance visual arts, like dance, music, piano, like whatever. Everything was so fun. And so I had this huge fear at the same time because I was a very shy kid and I'm kind of like an introvert, extrovert at the same time. So I love music and I love singing and everything, but I mostly did it for me as like a therapy just because I had like a rough childhood. So when I would sing, it made me happy and it was kind of like my thing. But I realized that I had like a burning passion to do this as like a career, but I was just too afraid. So I realized I had to like get past that. And I made a YouTube where I posted covers, and
Mm.
I am now putting out original content, which is super cool. And I never thought I would ever put out like an original song ever. So it's really cool just to see the feedback and the love and support from everyone with that. So yeah.
So if and you can say no, but this childhood, this rough childhood, do you want to speak on it a little bit? However you want to go into detail or not, but like what are some of the things that led you to when you say rough, like what does that mean?
Yeah. So I'll say as much as I can right now, just because eventually I want to be able to go into it. But yeah, it's just growing up with a single mom. It brings a lot of hardships, just with learning, just like being in that situation with like my mom supporting myself on her own, and not having like a father figure in the picture. I mean, I do like, well, I guess a father in the picture because I feel like you were definitely a father figure to me. And so having that missing though in like my personal household was very hard. And I learned, like, I kind of built myself up the way that I thought was good because my dad, he's in prison, so him being in prison and me not be able to see him at all, it's like very tough. And so just having to like build myself up the way that I thought was good ended up not being the best way. But now I'm in therapy. I recommend therapy. But like with all that, like I just think music was definitely something that like calmed me with like anxiety, with being depressed, with being like very confused. Just I would love to sing by myself. I had a hard time making friends. So I would just sing at recess, and that was kind of the vibe that I would do. And yeah, that's kind of what made me just like so passionate. I feel like it has such a personal piece to my heart. So
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. I think that it music. I think a lot of people that do music and a lot of people that are artists. When it comes to artists, it really, when you think about it, and when you actually listen to some of the lyrics of either underground or the most popular artist, you see this and you hear this. You get to hear the depression. You know what I'm saying? You get to hear the heartache. And I think honestly, like I've talked about this so many times on different shows, that heartache and things that are challenging to us, and pain, that brings out the art. You know what I'm saying? It's like it makes the best art because you have this person who, we're all broken, right? But it takes the artist to show and to share who
Yeah.
they are to others, to let others know that it's okay. So shout out to therapy. Like dude, I honestly I want everyone to be in therapy. Like everyone should be in therapy. Like if you're
Mhm.
not in therapy, then you're not cool. If you're not in therapy of some sort. Like seriously. Like we
Therapy.
way past this whole like, oh, I'm gonna be ashamed of therapy. No, 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 no,
No, it's
no, no,
the
no.
best thing for you. I feel like therapists, I know my therapist probably sees a therapist. I feel like everyone needs one. It's
You
just,
have to. You
yeah.
have. And I took psychology at William Jessup University, and I remember my first class. I was super nervous, and you break down biases from the get go. So you have to break down all the biases, and so like the class is your therapy. Like the class we were in therapy, and it's the worst thing ever, man. I mean, so many ugly things came out. Like I remember at the time, my grandma died, and Daryl went to prison all in the same like time,
Oh,
and I was in school, and I think Tamara was pregnant. And it was just like I remember being in the sessions going like, I don't even know if I want to live. Like this is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like and then I couldn't figure out why it hurt so bad. Like why does this hurt? Like it's not even happening to me per se, but it is, and it's like this hurts like so bad.
yeah.
And I remember my counselor being really quiet, and he just sat there and looked at me, and I'm just like, what are you gonna say? And he didn't say anything. And I just cried. I remember just crying like a baby. And then he just goes, this is good. This is good. You're feeling it. You're feeling this. Like you're
Yeah.
feeling this pain. And I go, yeah, dude. Like I can barely breathe, talk. So anyway, shout
Yeah.
out to therapy. We love therapy here.
Hmm.
Um, and I
Yeah.
think music helps. I think being
Mhm.
able to write down your passion and write down your pain and write down your situation, because it does help people. Like when you when it's all said and done, like it helps people get to a certain point where the younger generation can go, okay, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? I can do this. So what is the very first song that you sang that you love, that is yours, that your own music?
Man.
Yeah,
Oh, that's hard. I don't know if I have like a you mean like very first I've ever written, or
you're writing. You
dang, that's probably actually my second song third song I released. Oh, was it third? Oh, I can't remember. Some of the songs I put out were like years ago that I just finally was able to put out. But yeah, man, I would say kind of the situation I was in, which was really tough, was like I was with this person, my first ever boyfriend, and
mm,
it just didn't work out. And it caused a lot of heartbreak on my end. And like my first real like situation. So that was really tough. And it was cool. I was able to write down my thoughts. So yeah, so
yeah.
that was pretty tough. But I don't know. I think it's cool to like write out. I mean, I know like I know it's kind of funny, like, oh, like writing a song about like a guy or anyone that's done you bad. And it's like out there, but it's a nice way of like, releasing emotions.
Totally.
Sorry. I'm kidding. Sorry, guy.
Hey,
we're cool now.
he signed up for. Like you got to know, like especially with me, if you're dealing with me, uh, like in my radio show, I'm not gonna say your name ever. Like I'm not gonna say people's names, but if I see good or bad, I'm gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? In my perspective of how I felt.
Yeah, exactly. Because, unfortunately, everyone, maybe that person felt happy, but you probably didn't. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. All right. So you're stranded. You're stranded in on an island, and no, scratch that. I don't like that. You're about to go somewhere for 2 weeks.
Man, too.
Okay.
Okay.
2 weeks you're gonna be there, and it's gonna be in the middle of nowhere. Okay. You're not gonna have there's no human interaction. There's no animals, nothing deadly. Nothing deadly is gonna like attack you. Right. There may be like a spider, of course, or like a centipede or something like that. But you have to bring three things. You have to bring three things. What are those three things you are going to bring in the middle of nowhere for 2 weeks?
Well, I would say phone, but I don't know how to charge it once it dies. So that's probably off the radar. I probably would bring a notebook because that's some nice introverted time to write a few tunes. I
Yeah.
probably would bring that, maybe draw, with that notebook too. I probably would bring brownie.
Nice.
I have an obsession with fudge brownies. Anything chocolate.
Are they doughy, gooey, or like a cakey consistency? These brownies.
Well, they have to be fudge, like fudge on the top, but also like chewy and like just like
Mm,
moist. I know it's a weird word in the middle.
yeah.
I don't like dry brownies.
Okay.
That's not considered a brownie. A dry uh-uh. I love brownies so much. Like I get so disappointed if I order one at a restaurant and it's dry. I don't know. I'm very like precise about brownies because they're like my favorite food. Like I could literally eat them and just never get tired of brownies. I have brownies downstairs right now. Actually, I was gonna eat some, but I realized that might not be good. But yeah, so brownies, notebook, and then I would probably bring. Yeah, ah, maybe my dog.
Okay. Okay.
I think he'll be okay.
So no sleeping bag.
Oh, well, I'm sure like I'd make one or something,
You'd make a sleeping bag. Okay. What about fire? You have a fire starter?
You know, I'll figure it out. At least I got the notebook, the brownies, and
No
my
flash
dog. Yeah.
and you're done.
Yeah, it's all good. I hang out with Teddy, so I'm not really alone, no human interaction. So
No
bring that.
human interaction, but you do have a dog. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
If there's any danger, he can alert you to, or she. Is it she or he or she?
He.
He could alert you to the danger
Yeah,
of whatever's gonna attack you, if that's even the case.
exactly. He could help me hunt for some food. We can make fire.
So
Carry some wood for me too.
yeah. Okay, so we'll add two more things. You'll have a wood starter, some sort of a fire starter, and
Okay.
then maybe like what you. I was thinking that you can bring. This is what I would bring. I would bring like a hammock, like a
Oh
hammock,
yeah, that's pretty nice. I was thinking about that.
because then you're off the ground. Then you can like in the daytime you can chill in there, nighttime you can chill, sleep or whatever. Yeah, that'd be fun.
I was just thinking of like a food item and another item so you don't end up going crazy.
I mean,
Maybe like a companion.
yeah, you need water too, but you can drink like because if you're like in Colorado, like you can drink the spring water, and it's
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, maybe there might be coconuts there. You can, get some coconut water. Who knows?
Exactly, because if you have a coconut, I mean, you can use a coconut. You can eat the meat, and you'll be good. All your
Mhm.
vitamins and everything are right there. You can
Yeah.
like put it on your face as a mask. You can put it
Yeah,
on
there you go.
your hair. You can use it
Moisturizer. Yeah, wow. Instead of a coconut tree, that would have been good. Unlimited coconut tree.
dude, there's a documentary about coconuts. I forgot what, some rule like no, like Amazon, no man's land, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
these guys make these, they do everything with a coconut. So with the outer shell, they uh they make a oil with it, and then with the hard shell they can make clothes,
Wow.
they can make rooftops, they can make everything. They made everything with these things. And obviously they ate it like crazy, and they drank it, the water and stuff like that, because it does have water in it.
Yeah.
um so yeah, you can use every aspect of the coconut, and you can essentially survive a little bit, on coconuts.
Yeah.
So that's good. You can actually use it as a weapon, maybe, you know what I'm saying,
Throwing it at intruders. Yeah.
and sharpen it up, make a knife with it. And
Yeah.
um
That's good.
cool. Let's see here. I would bring, so now if I was stranded, I
Yeah.
would bring a fire starter, a wet fire starter, just in case it rains. I don't know if it rains, so I would bring that. I would bring the hammock, like I said,
Mhm.
and then I think I would bring. I mean, of course, I would have shoes and whatnot, but I would bring a tactical shovel, and on the tactical shovel would have a compass. It'll be a knife. It'll be everything that I need. A ruler. Um,
Okay.
Needed to like poop, I can dig out the poop, so no bears would smell me. Um, and then I can use it as a weapon just in case, as a
Yeah.
knife. And I would have another knife though. I would have a knife for sure. I would have a knife, and then a sleeping bag. I know that's more than three things. We just made it five. It's all
I
so
was like, dang, it sounds like Spy Kids, like portable everything.
yes, portable everything. Um, so you have your new single that just released. What is the name of that? Let everybody know.
Yeah, so my new single is called You Love, and it just came out on Tuesday.
Tuesday. It has a video to it. You can see it on YouTube.
Music video.
Is it on iTunes at all? Is your music on iTunes?
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, just wherever. Deezer, iHeartRadio,
iHeartRadio. It's
yeah,
all over the place.
all over the
You can get it and you can listen to it. What are some of your inspirations like for your music, like or just in life, like just personally, like what, like when you wake up, do you listen to music when you wake up in the morning?
I feel like that's kind of weird to say, but I feel like, at least for me, I don't listen to a lot of music ever since I've been doing music. I
Mm,
think I'll listen to music for inspiration, but I feel like I don't know, I feel like it's different when you're actually doing it. Like I feel like you're just like in the zone trying to get like a lot of stuff done. But I love listening to Amy Winehouse and Sabrina Claudio. I think like for sure Sabrina and Kaylani. Like I just love female artists, and I feel like just the confidence like that Sabrina Claudio has like a lot. And Kaylani is cool because she's from the Bay, and so she was my first ever like a musician that I've seen live, and she literally told us that she is performing on the same stage that she graduated at, and she was like, "Achieve your dreams, like don't forget, about what you love to do, and like follow your dreams, all this stuff." And it was like it was for me like what she was saying. I was like, "Dang, like I need to hear this." I was so afraid to pursue music back then. I just loved like watching her, and I saw Sabrina on my birthday last year, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" Just like being there is just a whole nother thing, and just seeing like the crowd and like being able to interact with everyone there and sing along, like wow, I don't know, that just sounds amazing. And yeah, so I love listening to female artists. Definitely feel like Amy Winehouse was a huge inspiration. I feel with a lot of like my inflections in the voice, but
mm.
yeah, just yeah. And I feel like my mom, she inspires me a lot because she's very hardworking, and I just want to make her proud. Yeah.
Nice.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you make her proud.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I want to be able to support her. Like that's one of the ultimate goals. I want her to be able to relax and
Mm.
retire and just chill out. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so we'll
That's
see. I feel like it's been cool because I feel like in the whole music thing, I feel like the thing that I have cared the most about, which has kind of grown and shaped me the most, is just the journey. Like I feel like at first I was like, oh man, I just want to be there already. I just want to do this, like get to the destination. But the thing that really matters is just like the journey, because you'll be able to be growing and being equipped for this type of like lifestyle, which is like really out of my comfort zone. Like I'm even like this, like being on a live makes me nervous. Like, it's just like, but it's stuff that's like growing and maturing, like whoever is in this situation. And I feel like any dream that or passion, whether it be like whatever you want to do, I feel like the journey to get there is the most important.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I think that's good too. I think that would be the journey would be the thing that you want to let people know, that to enjoy that journey, right? Because
Mhm.
it really is it's that higher level of consciousness is almost, you become the observer, right? So you become the observer of your own life, right? And so you look at it, and things don't affect you so deeply. I mean, they do, but you'll learn to take those things that affect you and write those things and make it into music and make it into art, and do multiple different things. Because I think that like with your music, then you have your art in tattooing or drawing or writing, right? So there can be a book in there somewhere, or or like a picture book or something that you can do. So you can take a bunch of photos, you can do some writing and stuff like that. That's for you, about you. I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. And then to inspire, man, the journey is huge. The journey is and like I said earlier, like there are no rules. I'm trying to let everybody know there are no rules. I'm telling you. And I don't mean to live like lawless, like it's like purge, I'm not talking about that, but I'm saying like the rule of, like, we're talking about releasing music and releasing it on a Friday or a Tuesday. And it's like,
Yeah,
man,
it really is.
followers are whoever your people that your fans, the people that like you and listen to you, like, when are they available? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Like,
true.
when are they online? When do they want it? Making things exclusive. So I think that's cool. That actually resonates with me, to
Awesome.
remind myself that it is the journey, because even for this podcast,
Which is super cool, by the way, everyone.
super
Thumbs
dope.
up, like and subscribe.
Hey, you heard, like, you
Like
know,
and subscribe. Comment your favorite food.
comment your favorite food.
Yeah, below. Let everyone know.
What is my favorite food right now? Oh my gosh.
Right?
Oh,
Just putting it down at one is tough.
oh man. So I'm vegan, and of course we've been eating in a lot. Um Tamara
Yeah.
has this lasagna that she makes. That's probably my favorite right now. Lasagna, vegan lasagna. Oh man, or tacos. Oh, smash that. Tacos. Vegan
Vegan tacos?
tacos from Veganos. It's a food Mexican food truck here in San Jose.
Oh, nice.
So good. Oh, dude, you'll never know. Their nachos. Oh,
That's definitely your favorite food.
dude, their nachos. So the first time I had their nachos, we went to the line. Never had vegan nachos before. Stood in line for like 30 minutes.
Mhm.
Got the nachos. Ate the nachos. By the time I got to the car, back to the car, I was done with the nachos and I wanted more. So we
That's
drove
how you
all
know.
the way to Union City, picked up the kids, drove all the way back, and got in line again.
I love that.
Oh, it was so good. It was fun.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's awesome. That's how you know. I love that. That's like cool family adventures.
love it. Oh, dude. Oh, I'm gonna tell you about my camping trip. I don't know if I should tell you about my camping trip right now. No. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It was crazy. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say. So yeah,
We're talking about the journey
the journey is very important.
in
And
your show.
when you when you are trying to create art, The one thing that you shouldn't be thinking about, which is very hard, and I say this, I don't even do this, but I'm telling myself this right now. Try not to think about other people
Mm.
in a negative way. In a negative way. So when I'm here, I'm not thinking about, oh, this person's probably like, man, he doesn't even have like a cool background, or he doesn't have this and this.
Mm.
Like, bruh, like, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Just get it out there and enjoy that process.
Just do it, honestly, because I feel like I it's crazy because being in the situation like with the COVID-19, like I lost my job that I was honestly thinking
Mm.
if I didn't lose it, I probably would be there like till I would retire. Like it's such a like it's like nice job where it's comfortable, and I felt like I was getting comfortable and settling. I feel like that's like a scary thing to realize that you're either like comfortable and settling, which isn't like a bad thing, you know, because I understand some people they're fine with that. But if you feel like you're unsatisfied, and you're probably meant to do like something other than your comfortability. And I feel like that's the only way you're gonna grow. Because I was like comfortable like being in that situation. And then when I lost a job, I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Oh my goodness. And I wasn't even doing music at the time. Like I was too afraid. I would be like putting all my energy into my friends, my work, like everything that wasn't what I was supposed to do. And I knew it was like bothering me because the way I was acting, the way I was like dealing with my emotions, I was like projecting it on other people, then like taking it in and like putting it in, processing in a healthy way. So, but I just feel like honestly, everyone should just whatever they want to do what they really want to do. Like life is too short, honestly, especially with it being in the situation. Like you don't know, like we really don't know when our last day is. So it's like, I just hope that everyone will just do what they love to do in the time that they have, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do it. Heather Riffel, ladies and gentlemen, Heather Riffel, you need to go to her YouTube right now. Heather's YouTube right now. And you need to subscribe to her channel. It's
Oh,
it,
write a comment, say hello, talk to me. If
it
you DM me on Instagram, I do respond.
what is your Instagram handle or whatever?
Heather_Riffel.
Heather underscore Riffel. So Riffel is spelled Riffel. Heather. If you don't know how to spell Heather, then you don't need to follow her. I'm just kidding.
Heather_Riffel. I'd be in the DMs.
D DM.
That sounds so weird.
It sounds weird, but it's just direct.
No inappropriate messages. I
Just
don't respond.
nah. I'll respond though. I'll respond to him.
Right? I'm
I,
gonna share the profile.
I,
This person.
straight up. So yeah, she's got a video. It's pretty dope. It's You Love official video out right now. 3 days ago. It's already got thousands of followers. That's pretty dope.
Oh,
Actually, yeah.
so kind. Everyone's so nice.
That's pretty dope. Let me do something real quick for the gram. I'm gonna do something for the gram right now. Hold up, pause, because I'm not sure I can
Selfie.
selfie. All right.
You should post a photo and I'll repost it.
Oh wait, hold up. Oh, I sent it. No, I don't want to send that because I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking. All right, now I'm looking. Look at that. Oh, all right. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. We're gonna do a camera one, 1, 2, 3, and look. Let's see what it looks like. Perfect.
Oh dang, I'm probably like zoomed in. I see myself in the small. Oh no.
It's all good. We don't go for professionalism here on this show. We just go for whatever.
I know. I feel like there's a thing with like girls, like I mean, maybe not all girls, but I feel like my guy friend who takes my photos for me, he's so nice. He'd be like, just post this. I'm like, no. And he's like, we need to post like more real stuff. I'm like, well, it's like so I feel like I struggle with that. I'm like, oh, let's try to keep it, But I feel like that's just like kind of like a girl thing. We struggle with that stuff.
Struggle with the insecurities.
Yeah, and like posting just like random stuff, like a selfie. Like I probably would want to do my makeup, like, you know, all that stuff.
Why is that? Is it because like you don't want to get ridiculed or what?
Honestly, people can be mean. And I don't even know why. Like sometimes I just like I look at the negative comments, I'm just like, man, you don't even know me. Like
Right.
and half the time, I'm like, would you say this to me in person? Like if you would, then okay. But like you half these people wouldn't. And it's just crazy that you would be like, you're ugly. Send and like scroll scroll to the next person. I don't know what goes. I don't know. My mom always told me you have nothing nice to say. Don't say anything at all. You don't have to like, you don't have to comment, you have to dislike, none of that. Just like, keep it moving. That's what my mom always told me. So I get like the whole cyberbullying stuff, but I don't I understand. I don't get it. There you go. I don't understand.
Yeah.
But I feel like to girls, like I feel like it's just I don't know. I feel like girls like have it pretty hard when in like with comments like that. I feel like
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit extra.
I think it's extra too because like guys really don't know what they're doing. Guys don't know what they're doing. They're like, oh, let me make fun of her, because that would be cool. Like they still think they're on the playground or something like that. It's like you have to bruh. You have to know somebody. If you're gonna joke with somebody or make fun of somebody, you gotta really, really know them and you
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But if you're trying to get to know somebody, like why would you? But guys are dumb though. Honestly, like straight up. Hey, you heard it first right here. I'm a guy, and I'm telling you guys are stupid. You guys are dumb, and you get the middle finger right now. But because there's a lady on here, I won't do the middle finger right now. I have respect. Um, guys didn't get taught. They didn't get taught like how to interact with women. Straight up, they didn't get taught to interact with women, so they don't really know what to do. It's like, oh, I mean, I guess the best guys could do right now is like kind of pump up their chest and like show off their muscles and then like do this and that. But it's like that gets old after a while. You know what I'm saying? That will fade. You know what I'm saying? It's cool for now. It's a great look, but like I don't know. And the comments that they make, I'm like, bruh, I'll be reading some of the comments on some. I'm like, and sometimes I'll respond. I'll respond to them. I'll be like, put them on blast. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up.
Yeah.
On me.
I've done that a few times and then either they get more aggravated or they'll just delete the comment because sometimes I know people do that for attention and I get it. Like, and
Yeah.
it's weird that people will comment something mean because it'll make them feel kind of better about themselves, which is weird because I feel like when you build someone up, that's actually what really makes you feel better about yourself because you're like transferring like positive energy onto others. They do negative, you're more negative with yourself. So
Right.
I don't know. That's why we all need that therapy, guys. We all need therapy.
Therapy. Shout out to my therapist right now. Shout out to everybody's therapist right now. Shout out to therapy. I hope all the therapists are doing well right now. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't really uh
Yeah.
person or whatever, but shout out to the therapist right now.
Well, I was supposed to see my therapist today. We ended up canceling, but well, I ended up canceling, but I usually see her on Fridays. So they do video calls,
Yeah. The WebEx or whatever.
I just want us to kind of break the whole stigma of mental health and just like understand that this is like normal and it's okay. Like let's be more aware, I feel, because I remember I lost my old job for having a mental breakdown.
Mm.
Well, it was just like a breakdown, honestly, and they just threw out of proportion. I lost my job. So I feel like there's still like a stigma around like anxiety and whatnot. So
Mm.
it'd be cool for all of us to be like more open about it.
Yeah. And I think it takes stuff like this to understand that we all go through depression. Like when I realized it was when I could say I was depressed that I started to feel better a little bit. You know what I mean? Is
Yeah.
when I said like dude, I remember a time in my life where there was 2 weeks in my life that I had moved out of my house. First of all, when I moved out of my house, it was like all bad. It was like a knockout. Yeah, I was yelling at Gigi and it was all bad.
Oh man.
And I went in my Jeep. I had a black Jeep at the time and I just slept in the Jeep. I spent the night in the Jeep for like 2 days.
Oh my goodness.
And
What was she thinking though? What was she worried?
probably at the time, I did not even care at the time. It was all bad. I was mean.
Done.
I was not nice at the time. My grandma was probably a lot more worried. You know, she was like texting me and calling me at the time, and I wouldn't respond or whatever because I was just like, I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show.
That's what it's kind of funny. Like when we look back, we're like, okay, that obviously wasn't like the best idea. That because we're just like, yeah, I feel it.
It was crazy, and I remember moving out. I moved out shortly. I moved out found a spot, and there was 2 weeks where I just laid on the couch, didn't move, didn't take a shower, didn't get dressed. I don't even remember if I ate really. I was just there, just bumming it, just straight bumming for like 2 weeks straight. Just like my
Yeah.
friend called me, and I was like, "Nah, I don't want to kick it. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to go out nowhere. Nah, I'm good." And it was like in that moment, that moment of time where I was thinking to myself, like, "Dude, you need to get help." And I didn't even know what to do at the time to get help.
Mm,
Till it was until later that I got help, and it
yeah.
was, it worked out. Shout out to therapy.
Yeah. Therapy. It is that. There it is. It's the help.
All right, hold up. So you're moving to LA or no?
Well, yes. October 25th is the day. I haven't really told anyone much. It's just, the only thing I'm worried about is LA right now. Like, it's pretty bad out there. So
Mm,
I'm just like, dang, what day job am I going to find? Like, what am I going to do? Like, am I going to have to be like half San Jose, half like, I don't know. So I'm just like, kind of wondering. I don't know. But I'm still going to go. I have to.
yeah,
I've been here since I can remember, and I feel like I need to put on my big girl pants and head out.
that's good.
Yeah, I'll miss my mom though. Oh, I'll miss all of you guys, honestly. I haven't been like away from my mom like that, and like, uh,
Yeah,
I'm like, can you come with me? She's like, no, I don't want to go. she does. She doesn't want to live there.
it's LA is not easy to live. It's not an easy place to live, honestly. It's challenging, but it's also fun though. You know, I have friends that live out there,
Yeah,
and it's a vibe when you. I know you've been there before, but living there, if you're there, the vibe is like
it kind of fades.
it. Yeah, like it gets old, right? Because everyone's trying to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Is like the cook is trying to be the next, this. He's trying to be the next that, and it's just like it just kind of gets like and everyone's like trying to dress this way and dress that way, but all the while, again, everyone's broken and hurting. Um,
Yeah,
and it takes like the real people to really like understand, like, dude, you just got to stay in your own lane. Get with a group of people, like you said, you were going to get with a group of people that are really going to be solid. Um,
yeah. 'Cause
because
that's yeah.
it can be crazy, and I think not being scared helps. Because I was
Confident too. Yeah,
confident, you know what I'm saying, and understanding yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people will say, like, "Oh, be careful of the drugs, be careful of this, be careful of that."
yeah,
I think there's a lot of other things to be careful about. Um, Me, drugs wasn't like especially like cocaine and heroin. I was never gonna do heroin.
yeah.
Never. Like you couldn't pay me. You couldn't even pay me to do it because I'm like, 'cause in my mind, I think when I taking like a heroin hit, I would just die.
Same. I feel like it doesn't sound very safe.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just like the way that they do it. And those pictures growing up scared me. I was never interested at all. Like, yeah, I don't even smoke anymore, but I used to, and I got bad paranoia, bad anxiety. Like I was like, like I
Yeah.
would shake. I had anxiety shakes. It was
Yeah.
some people just, I feel like the thing that's like I guess like kind of scary about, well, not really scary, but I know in LA, like it's easy to get caught up like in spending like the money and like, oh, like, let's go here, let's do that, let's do this. And it's like, I guess like because you're so in the lifestyle, it might be hard to like really focus and like
Mhm.
hone like what you're trying to do out there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My my advice or my this is what I would tell myself. This is what I would do. I
Hmm.
would be as real, as humble, and I would be confident as possible, like as much as I could, because it it's really not what people think. It's just a show. It's just a
Hmm.
show. It's just a show. And if you can be real, then you'll have people that will be in your corner. If you can be real, because it's interesting. I've been to so many parties in LA, and it's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it's fun. You'll be
Okay.
fine. I mean, you'll have support too. You'll
Yeah, and I'll be out here too. Like it'll be nice to like come back and like visit and see everyone. So
yeah.
yeah.
Cool, buddy. Let's wrap this up. We are wrapping it up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for experiencing the TRESHO9 experience. Yes, we do relationship talk, but I mean, relationship is not just a romantic relationship, but it's everything. Like, what's business relationship, relationship with yourself, relationship with your family, right? These things are all important, and being able to uh, create those connections are huge. And so, again, go support Heather Riffel. You can find her on Instagram, Heather_Riffel. You can also find her at or on YouTube, and she has a new video, and there's tons of cool videos. More power to you. I just want to say that to Heather, may your music change lives. Um, may your music show one person that they can make it. You know what I'm saying? That living on this earth, and I'm gonna say it like not committing suicide, because there's a lot of people that commit suicide and it's not talked about a lot.
Hmm.
I'm very passionate about suicide in terms of helping people not do it, because
Hmm.
I know of a lot of kids that have committed
Hmm.
suicide here in the Bay Area, and in Colorado. They had this weird like epidemic where kids were just
I
committing.
think I remember that.
It was like weird. It was really weird. Same thing at this one school over here in Palo Alto. Like every year, a kid would commit suicide the exact same way,
Wow.
the exact same point of suicide. They would jump off in the train, but they would do it. It was weird. Like it was like an occult where they would like, once a year, these kids would go and jump off on the train in the same spot. To the point where it got too too wild, and the school had to do something about it.
Yeah.
A lot of counseling. And I remember going to the school to pray over the school back in the day. And that just wasn't enough though. We have to talk about it. So anyway, let your music change someone's life. Let them breathe life because of that, like because of your music. And yeah, I love you. And that's it.
You too. Thank you for having me. And
You're welcome.
thank you everyone for tuning in. It's awesome. Keep staying tuned for more like guests.
Oh yeah,
Sure, it'll be awesome.
we'll have Heather on again.
Oh, yeah. Maybe a singing performance if you guys want one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Next time. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, we'll do a singing performance. Oh, dude, what if you did like a little concert?
A little concert. That would be cool. I mean, I probably would have to use the instrumentals I have because of Corona quarantine. But we can make it work.
Yeah, yeah. Make it work. We'll
Yeah.
choose some songs and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Ah, awesome.